Call the meeting in order for the Village of Round Lake Beach. This is our board meeting for August 27, 2018. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Here.
Trustee Valdez.
Here.
Trustee Wallace.
Here.
Trustee Butler. Trustee Nichols.
Here.
Trustee Cleveland.
Here.
Mayor Hill.
Here. Let the record show a quorum is present. Don't please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any additions, deletions, or corrections to the agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace.
Second.
Second by trustee Nichols. We have a motion and a second. Any corrections, clarifications to the agenda? None, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the agenda is approved as written. We have our council meeting minutes from August 13, 2018. Any corrections or clarifications on those? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Trustee Cleveland.
Second.
Trustee Husk, second. We have motion and a second. Once again, any corrections, clarifications to the minutes from August 13th? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those minutes are approved. Tonight's meeting, we don't have any expenditures to approve and no ratifications, so we'll move right on to our committee reports. Trustee Wallace?
I do have one, Mayor. Thank you. I just want to remind everybody, as far as SWALCO is concerned, with our recycling, Waste Management is still coming around and doing the checks on the recycle bins. I heard that there was quite a big difference after they came around the first time with the residents they've already hit, that once they had gone through the message system with putting the stickers on the recycle bins, that there was quite a bit of a difference in what was going into the bins, and it had lowered, I believe, by 30%, I want to say that they had said, the amount of problem recycling. So, I mean, it's going to keep working its way from east to west in the village. We are still the sample town for this, and if it works here, I guess they're going to start trying it in other towns and villages. So I'm looking forward to seeing if it helps. And recycle first, trash last.
Thank you. Any other reports tonight?
Mayor, I do. Our midweek break on the lake, the second Wednesday of the month, which would be September 12th. This will be our last one, I believe, for the season. Make sure you come out, take advantage of this. It's been a great event. It is growing and getting more steam behind it, but we need to make sure we support it. It is a free event for music, comedians, food and drinks. So please come on out and take advantage of it. It's a great time.
Sounds great, thank you. Anything else? Okay, we do have a fireside chat coming up Wednesday night over at the Culture Center, 6 p.m. We have the Mexican Consul General's office coming out to talk a little bit more about what they do for their citizens and the residents that are either citizens of Raleigh, citizens of the United States also, or if they're just residents. And it should be a good evening, a lot of fun. So come on over. We do have snacks, so come on out. Let's see. Also, we have a meeting coming up for the paratransit market study for Lake County region. Lake County's putting this on. They're trying to get together and determine what's best for paratransit. There's probably 30 different agencies and charities out there to do paratransit right now, and they cross borders and they do duplicate services. So they're trying to figure out what's really out there and how they can improve it. They're going to be having a meeting right at our Cultural Center here on Thursday, September 6th, from 1 to 3 p.m. I'll have boards up there showing kind of what they're planning for paratransit, what they have now, what some ideas are. Please stop by, anyone that can, take a look at it, leave your suggestions for improvement, because they won't know what we need and what we want if we don't let them know. So please do that. Okay, is there a clerk's report tonight?
No report.
Okay, move on to our items of business then. We have item A, is an ordinance establishing Title VI, Chapter 12 of the Village Code regarding diseased trees and dangerous trees. For years, we've had issues where a homeowner might have a dead tree in their yard. It's on public or on private property. We can't go and take care of that. The neighbors complain. Luckily, we've never had a catastrophe, but we have had some damage caused by falling trees and falling branches from trees that should have been taken down. So this ordinance will try to address that and find ways we can work with the residents to get it taken down, or if the resident just stubbornly refuses to take it down or can't afford to take it down, we can have the option to go in, take it down for the safety of the citizens around Lake Beach and the neighbors around the neighborhood. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve? Motion by trustee Valdez.
Second.
Second by trustee Cleveland. We have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
That's approved. See, item B, an ordinance approving exterior architectural appearance review in the Lake Overlay District for 1030 Haynesville Road. We recently had a resident come in, wanted to add some, another garage to his property. It's a huge piece of property, but it is in the Lake Overview District. And also he needed some variances that we approved for the side lots and so, things like that, especially if the building was already there. It was too close to the lot line, but we're not gonna make somebody move the building. Secondly, because he's in Lake Overlay District, he has to have the architectural appearance review, which the Plan Commission went through. They gave their thumbs up to it. And now it's up to the board to take a look at it also, and anyone on the board have any questions about that? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved?
Motion by trustee Nichols, second by trustee Wallace. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
That's also approved. See, item C, an ordinance amending section 10-4 of the Village Code relative to construction of utilities in the right-of-way to provide for regulation of the installation of certain small wireless facilities in the right-of-way. It's a mouthful there. Unfortunately, the state of Illinois, once again, thought they know better than our residents do, and they're gonna force us to allow small cell facilities anywhere in the town. There's some rules to it. We can only charge like $200 per year for these facilities to be in the public right-of-way. We can barely regulate them. We have a few items we can take care of, but it's gonna change the appearance of a lot of communities, and hopefully the owners of the small cells will be reasonable in what they do. But the state of Illinois is taking a lot of our control away, and we have to pass this so we can be in compliance, I guess, with the state laws. Did I miss something there, Scott?
No.
Okay.
The state took the ball out of your hands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Husk,
Second.
second by trustee Nichols. We have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
That's also approved. Item D is an ordinance amending section 10-5-9-1 of the Round Lake Beach Village Code relative to the charges for water service. For years, Round Lake Heights has received their Lake Michigan water through the village of Round Lake Beach. We wheeled it through our community. We stored the excess water in our water tanks. As well, Jowar expands over towards Lindenhurst, Lakeville, and Fox Lake Hills. Eventually, Round Lake Heights is gonna get their own tap-on spot over there. They plan to build a water tower, and we'll no longer be wheeling that water through our community, which means we're gonna drop, a revenue of about $200,000 in that particular fund. In order so we can continue with, keeping up the Lake Michigan water, water lines. We've done a lot of infrastructure replacements and so forth. We're gonna have to increase the water rates a little bit more than we normally would, probably for the next 3 years, and then we get back to the normal cycle. If for some reason this is delayed, we may be able to postpone some of the later increases. Right now, we don't know, so we have to make sure that we don't suddenly have a 10% increase or something in our residents that they wouldn't be expecting. And it's averages about $2.50 per month per household, so it's a nominal amount, but it'll make sure that we don't fall behind in replacing infrastructure and keeping things clean and up to date, so they're healthy for our residents. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Nichols. Any questions by the board? Yeah. Please call the roll.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez? Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
That's also approved. Let's see here, we have item E. An ordinance amending the schedule of regular, sorry, I just lost my computer there, okay. An ordinance amending the schedule of regular meeting dates for 2018 for the village board and village committees, boards, and commissions. Being that we're always looking to improve the roles of the village here and the cutting out extra waste and fat. And we've looked at our board meetings like tonight. We'll probably be here less than half an hour again. So instead of holding 2 board meetings a month, we'll cut it down to 1 board meeting per month. We'll keep that extra Monday available. If we need a special meeting, we can call a special meeting. But why have, well, all of our staff come out, our top dogs over there come out on every Monday night when they only come out 3 nights and stay more in the office and get more work done for our residents. That's what we're looking at. So in October, the first Monday of the month will be the same as it is right now, Public Safety and Public Works. The second Monday will be a committee instead of a board meeting, be a Finance and Economic Development. And the third Monday will be our board meeting. So going to try that out. It should work just fine. Again, we haven't had a board meeting longer than probably 45 minutes, as longest one we've had in the last 2 or 3 years. So I don't expect that to have any problems. We'll get more accomplished. People have more time in the office rather than sitting here listening to me. So, any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee
Second.
Cleveland, second by
Second.
trustee Husk. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez? Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
That's also approved. Let's see, item F, a resolution approving an equitable sharing agreement and certification. The police department does get a lot of items that they get from crimes and so forth that they have to do something with, and sometimes it's cash, sometimes other items. But we have an agreement with the federal government, the equitable sharing agreement with them that the chief has worked on, and it's ready to be approved by the board. It's just kind of a housekeeping thing. We've done this all the time in the past. Just need to keep it up to date. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace,
Second.
second by trustee Cleveland. Once again, any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez? Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
That's also approved. Item G is an ordinance amending the water tower lease with eVergent.com LLC. Several weeks ago, let's see, back on July 23rd, we made some changes to that. Unfortunately, they need to also change some of their bandwidths and that they're transmitting on, so forth like that. So we need to just revise it minorly. Again, more of a housekeeping thing than anything else. Any questions by the board? I wanted just to clarify, this is also to help give them better service to our residents, faster streaming services and so forth. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Nichols,
Second.
second by trustee Cleveland. Motion and second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez? Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
Trustee Butler? Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Cleveland.
Trustee Cleveland?
Aye.
That's also approved. That was our last item of the business. At this time, it's open to public participation. Anyone has a question or comment for the board, please step to the microphone and either state your comment or ask your question.
Good evening, Mayor and trustees. Thank you very much. Nothing specific to address. I just want to hit something as we're in this election season right now. People are complaining about property taxes left and right. And I want to commend this board, the leadership of this board, not just you, the mayor, but all the trustees and our staff. You guys do an excellent job. And while we have residents complaining about property taxes, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $11,000, your portion of that bill usually amounts somewhere between $200 to $300 or $350. And that includes police, that includes economic development, public works, you name it. So you guys do a fantastic job, even despite of all the curveballs the state's throwing you. I saw you grimace as you had to pass a forced resolution today, add on top of the unfunded state mandates, and you guys really do a fantastic job. The community does appreciate it, and you guys should do a little bit more of tooting your own horn there, because you do great. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Any other comments tonight? Well, we always appreciate you being here tonight. We have no executive session, so we have no action on those items. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace,
Second.
second by trustee Cleveland. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. And to my point, that was 14 minutes. So.